Okay, here we go. Looking at the the government English Grade 12 textbook. So I'm going to read this so you can hear it in a English accent. So we're on Unit 1, page 3. Manner refers to the way of doing something. Manners refers to the way a person behaves in society. Thus, manners can be good, bad, polite or impolite. For example, in our Myanmar culture and society, at meal times it is bad manners for a junior to start eating before a senior does. It is always polite for a junior to listen with arms folded while he or she is spoken to by a senior, such as a parent or teacher. One important point to bear in mind is that every society and culture has its list of good and bad manners. Generally speaking, some manners are universal while some are culture specific. This means that a manner which is acceptable in one society may not be tolerated in another. For instance, belching or breaking wind in company may be quite acceptable in one society but not tolerated in another. In one's home or elsewhere, good manners are vital for a pleasant atmosphere and for getting on well in life. Thus, showing respect to the other person, offering help, greeting appropriately, and saying I'm sorry when having done a wrong are all good manners. Now let us see how manners are acquired. Home may be considered the birthplace of manners. Children hear what the elders around them say and see what elders do. As they imitate their elders, they acquire the elders' manners. And there are times the father, mother, elder sister or brother may formally teach the children to say or act politely. If elders around them are gentle and polite, they grow up to be gentle and polite. If, on the other hand, elders around them are crude and rude, they will grow up to be crude and rude as well. Next comes the school as an institution to impart good manners. Almost all children not only learn the school subjects the teachers teach, but also imitate their teachers' manners and behaviour. In a school where teachers are good role models, students learn to be polite and respectful. In addition, they are quite likely to take their classmates and senior students to be role models. And here is the danger of acquiring ill manners. As we all know, teenagers and young adults are often influenced by celebrities, films, and the types of books and articles they read. Hence, they are quite likely to be misled, thereby acquire ill manners and negative views. There is still another institution that imparts manners, the work domain. Once a person gets a job, his work domain becomes an added institution to influence him for good or evil. To put in a nutshell, the current generation as a whole is the most powerful and most responsible institution for impartation of good manners. The modelling of society is no easy task. All the elders of this generation should conscientiously join hands and teach their juniors to be law-abiding, upright, honest, self-respecting, disciplined, punctual, charitable, hopeful, merciful and forgiving. The quality of the next generation is in the hands of the present generation. As a matter of fact, we are mutually responsible for building a well-mannered society. Okay, so guys, that is, I've read that. Might not be perfect, but you get an idea of the accent. I'll tell you a little about manners and culture in England. For instance, that a meal table, when you're eating, traditionally, ladies eat first, or they pick up their knives and forks and begin eating. As soon as the women begin eating, than the men and children can. Okay, some people would say that is sexist and we should all eat together. That's another discussion to be had. What else can I say? Also guests. So if we have guests around, then we will wait for our guests to start eating before we do. But we all eat together around the table. I know in Myanmar culture that often the host will serve the guest food and they will just wait upon them. That's not done in English culture. We all sit around the table together. We look after our guests, we make sure they have enough to eat. We serve them the food first. Right, okay, well that's enough for today, guys. This is my first video. Hope you find it useful. You can also find me on TikTok, Bernie5654.